We start by casting Scroll of Prayer. We can also bless. I think I'll do a Scroll of Prayer here, makes sense. Or maybe just a bless. Look more so guys. I could also cast this on Kiryu, just make him. Actually, I mean, I should probably cast it on Lam, but I'll cast on Kiryu because Kiryu's the main character. I should probably remove the strength damage that is permanent, huh? That would have been an idea. So we can rest and remove it then. Man, I wish I could organize these. I think this inventory system is better than BG3's, but at least in BG3's you can like organize stuff into boxes and stuff like that, which is nice. Because the problem is that if I organize these, right, and then I sort this tab, does that not sort every tab, or? Yeah, it does. Lame.
Ask nicely.
Always be ready
This
for the
war
worst.
must end.
I'm not, yeah, but I'm saying like I don't know what I want right now because it's been a while since I played, right? So it's like, if I'm like, oh, let me look what I have to buff people, I have to like look through everything and be like, oh, this could be useful, right? It would be nice if I could just organize them. So I'm like, okay, in this bag I have my attack spells, in this bag I have my buff spells, in this bag I have my utility spells.
Doubt is the heart's greatest challenge.
Something wrong?
We will win this
My
war.
skills are absolute.
Together we stand.
I think we can just cast this immediately, I guess.
Don't mind me.
And then we
Are
cast
we in trouble yet?
Trust in yourself.
Heroism on the main character,
Anything
and we cast Enlarge on the main character. Then we cast Enlarge on this character. Wait, I can mobility over here for some reason. Should we do
I'm
that?
all ears.
I will help where I can.
Meditate on your mistakes. It might make you feel better.
Maybe this is a better approach.
I'm off.
Oh!
There's something here. That was easy.
Nice. I wait for all my guys to be sick in there in a second. That's gonna be fun. Cool. That was nice. I'm just gonna start spreading out, I guess. They can't actually walk past this pillar, I guess. So. I mean, the drenches are. I feel like my guys are just gonna be sickened, so maybe not worry about it. But I'll. Oh, that guy's a
This
spellcaster.
condition is irrational.
Maybe him being a spellcaster means I should get to him first and run towards this guy. Then can I hold them on this location?
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Now that fireball hit pretty hard, huh?
Into the fray!
You should have run.
Oh my god, I'm rolling so many ones. Can I ensure that I'm only doing exactly a move action? Yeah, like that. I guess I can try to just sleep
Too
with this guy
late
too.
for apologies.
Oh. Aborrane. Ma grazio. Ah, here it comes. Of course you're sickened, because why wouldn't you be, right? I mean, there's a lot of them standing right here. That seems like a pretty good color spray. Unless he doesn't get sickened. What? What was that? What the hell was that? Line a second, okay. I'm gonna run up here with that. I don't know who here is like the biggest threat. Can I not 5-step anywhere? I can't 5-step over here.
The light take you!
Oh, not that guy, yes.
This will hurt!
Oh no, Ember sickened. Ow. Ow. Okay, well, if you want to try to cast a spell again, or what are we thinking right now? So this doesn't actually affect Sela, right? Because it doesn't have she doesn't have the icon over her. But how do I know I'm casting the spell instead of? But it doesn't affect this guy either. I don't know. This is weird. Nice, good spell. My boy here is suffering from sickness. He's getting down with the sickness. Can I coup de grace?
I'm done with you!
Nice. I don't know if coup de grace here is my best option, but it probably is.
I am your end!
I am the beginning and the end. That was a good color spray.
Time to share your treasures.
Can he not shoot from here, or is it just a range thing? Wait, you actually can't... This is an impenetrable wall? Oh my god, that's so sad. Or wait, was that for another reason? Because you just got real sickened, maybe? Oh, no, she's sickened. Well, GG. I think going for... I mean, that guy's sickened, so he's not a threat. This guy's stunned. That's good, Agrarius.
This wound, my gift to you!
Cover me, all right?
Oh. I have a feeling that if I got hit, I would have taken a lot of damage.
He won't survive me.
Don't hold back!
I'm all right. I'm all right.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
I'll just sit here.
Oh my god, what the hell was that?
Don't worry about me.
19 damage with a shocking grasp? What level is this guy? Oh, it's level 7 witch. You just did 5d8 damage. Huh. Why can I only shoot this guy one time? There we go.
Endure this!
Strike! Ah!
Okay, half my party was sickened. I should probably
I do what I must.
continue up here just to see if there's any more enemies, huh? Wait, there's something to loot here. I'm also getting giga encumbered. I'm depicting a beautiful golem. I think back to the inn would be pretty nice right about now, and then just selling and then going back out again. The Prestige Painter Golem is an artifact of Desante culture from the Golden Age of Desante Empire. Made by the clerics of Shaolin, this magnificent magical construct has a number of highly specialized magical abilities that allow it to cast various illusions on its surroundings. Despite the great expense that went into its creation, this golem has no practical function that was used solely for satisfying the aesthetic needs of Desante. In the keeping with Shaolin's philosophy, these golems were designed to wander through their cities to improve the appearance of anything deemed insufficiently pleasing to the eye. For this purpose, each Prestige Painter Golem was meticulously crafted without consideration for the cost of the required materials, and as a result, the modern-day cost of such a masterpiece would be truly astronomical. Sadly, most golems of this kind were destroyed in the same cataclysm that destroyed old Aslan. This model was gifted to the Tower of Estrod Museum by the Temple of the Sunrise Chrysanthemums in Tianxia. I mean, very reasonable.
Ha! A trivial task.
Oh, but if I go back down again, then
This is my kind of work.
A trivial task.
what would this have done?
That was easy.
Oh. I think I like the one I ended up going for.
What's that there?
This is my kind of work.
To the basement, I am critically fatigued in the basement.
I'm gone.
Surely there's gonna be a bunch of demons in the basement. Surely this place is gonna be relatively... safe. Almanac of the Tower of Estrod Museum. Gallery exhibits. Among the cloudy colossi in this picture, the two angels, Tarangora and Lariel, are chasing the fight. Oh, we already saw that, right? The next cycles of miniatures depict various scenes from woodworker's workshop. This from a craftsman held almost sacred statues in Sarkora. Several views of the city of Is. Masterpiece of Sarkora's architecture can be seen in the following series of engravings. Finally, the last painting, The Thousand Prisoners, portrays a group of spellcasters imprisoned in the infamous prison tower. The origin of the picture is unclear, but the woman in shackles that can be seen in the background is widely believed to be the betrayer of Vantu, Arella Warlish herself. During a rare moment of repose near a fountain in the city, the portrait was presumably painted from life over the summer of 4637. Oh. Big boy items. Wand of Saccharus. The wand of the famous mage Saccharus who made his name during the heroic and tragic siege of the chapel. As fortress warden, he sent his apprentices to break the siege in order to save the priests who served the chapel's many gods. Saccharus himself refused to leave the fortress, however, and is believed to have perished in the final onslaught. Popular legend says that the spirit of his brave hero still haunts the ruins of Lost Chapel, waiting for a worthy crusader to bring back his wand and plead for aid in the darkest of times. This item was donated to a museum by Sacchar's apprentice, Mage Teldon. Vessel of Raelas. This copper vessel and oil inside it were sanctified by Raelas, Priest Iomade and faithful crusader. A batch of lamp oil had been brought to the crusader's camp, and Raelas took a vessel to move it in the storehouse. Raelas' faith was so deep that it made the oil shine all by itself, and the vessel became covered with engravings praising the goddess. This item was donated to the museum by Raelas' fellows in arms. Helmet of Skrokia? This helmet belonged to Bathius Skrokia, Paralictor of the Order of the Gate, and one of the first Hell Knights to serve his duty as a crusader. During the most unstable and dangerous first weeks of the war, Skrokia saved the crusade from infighting between the worships of different gods. When the Hell Knight killed a paladin of Iomade in a personal duel, Skrokia stopped the imminent bloodshed by stepping up for his soldiers and taking the blame for his deed. This was far beyond his duty, but Skrokia defended the honor of his order by proposing to wash out the insult with his own blood. Skrokia agreed to be beheaded in exchange for a peace treaty between the two orders. His death put an end to the rivalry in the Crusaders' ranks once and for all, and his sacrifice will be remembered by all the Crusaders forevermore. This item was donated to the museum by Queen Galfrey, Sword of Iomade. Damn, this guy was a badass. Grendel's Claw. This is a claw taken from the Silver Dragon and protector of Canabres. It was cut off by demons when Turnlifts heroically saved the group of ambushed Crusaders from certain death. This item was donated to the museum by the town of Hall of Canabres. Can I find some of this stuff lying around? Angels? Angel? Celestials native to any of the three upper planes of creation, servants of the good gods, angels have come to Crusaders' aids in their fight against the world more than once. It's worth noting that most of those who interfere in mortal life are driven by their own free will and not by any deity's order. However, the good gods do not forbid such impulses, allowing their celestials to seek reckoning with the forces of evil. I mean, that's only fair, right?
We do it my way.
Puzzle? A bold man? A pale and frightened half-elf looks at you warily. His face is twisted in a grimace like he just ate something slimy. Hey, who are you? Praise Baphomet, what are you doing here? Did Faxon send you? I heard a noise outside, but I was busy making the list of relics. Did something happen? Who are you? I'm Telmer, the scribe of the senior aide to Lord Xantir, the Plagued One. Do forgive me, but Faxon has been assigned to this command, has he not? Where is he? What are you doing here? I'm compiling a list of valuable crusade artifacts. Lord Xantir has ordered that everything of use should be transported from Canabres and saved from the looting and destruction. We chose the museum as the place to collect the sort through the trophies. Unfortunately, local thieves have proven even quicker off the mark than the demons. They ransacked the museum in the first few hours of the assault, but there are some objects of interest among the exhibits they left behind. The museum custodians has been kind enough to advise me on those. But where's Faxon? Finest thieves in Mendev, turn your back on everything and that is nailed to the floor will be gone when you turn around again. The demons have no chance against them. Masters of our trade we are. There you go, bragging again, dummy. Thieving has never led to anything but harm. Trust me. If you fought the way you thieve, now that might be useful. No thanks. Every person has their calling, and this is mine. But imagine if you fought as well as we thieve. Where's the museum custodian? Over there in the gallery. I deceived him. I told him I was a crusader. It wasn't difficult. The old geezer's out of his mind. Tell me, where's Faxon? I should probably kill this guy, right? Get your hands off the crusader relics. The half-elf leaps back nimbly, pulling a sheaf of papers on his baggage. Goes, no, I have valuable letters from Lord Xantir here. I must destroy them. Coulter's bolts the pages up in his fist and shoves them into his mouth. That means furiously chewing like a hamster. A moment later, the half-elf slides bolstly up his mouth, which is stuffed with masticated paper. He tries to cough, but nothing comes out. The failed saboteur looks at you in desperation. His eyes are streaming. His face is growing paler by the second. And he falls to his knees. A strangled wheeze emerges from behind the wet paper. This expression wears from hilarious to grotesque as he signals for you to help. No, I want to read what it says. Spit that out. Want some salt or pepper with that? Now I've tried I've never tried eating paper myself, but a little seasoning goes a long way whenever the meal. Help the poor wretch. Digging your fingers deep into the hapless half-elf's throat, you retrieve the disgusting bowl of soggy paper. The cultist coughs violently, and then, after taking a trembling breath, leaps up and takes off running. He disappears, leaving you with a wad of correspondence that is much worse for the wear. What an actual donkey. A wad of crumpled piece of paper with visible bite marks and traces of saliva. The writing is blurred and indistinct. Most of the words are completely illegible, but some fragments are still intact. Carefully pack up all the relics and valuable magic items and hand them over to the same courier that brought you my potions. Later, I may carve out some time away from my scientific research to sift through the detritus you managed to steal from the Crusaders. Might as well not bother, since your finds will almost certainly be of no use to me, once I find myself in dire need of paperweight. Still, this mission keeps you occupied and gives me an invaluable opportunity to work without you sticking your nose in my experiments. I once again remind you that it is absolutely essential to store the potions in a safe place, sealed with the corresponding protective rune. Should these safety measures be not taken, the demons will drink all your stash dry in no time at all. And your master will order me to spend 3 more days at the cauldron making a new batch. Believe it or not, I have many other important matters to attend to. Should I discover that the potions have mysteriously disappeared, I will not try to look for the culprit. I will punish the person who let it happen, and the person who failed to secure them properly. The punishment will be painful, brutal, and utterly inhumane. Remember this. Good luck with conquering whatever you are conquering out there. Xantir Wang. What the hell? Oh! That was the rune hiding the potions, I guess? So sanctified, realized, Prince of Yomade, and Faithful Crusader. This item was donated. Okay, so these are just the... Oh, yeah. So I'm just reading the... things that were in the books.
Pretty good, aren't I?
What if I critically failed that one? Like at that one door. So far this game really likes its books, huh? These are a bit shorter. Empyrean Lord Pulura, Mistress of Stars and Mysterious Light of the Aurora, is one of the most revered deities of all Sarkoris. Her worship was widespread among the Khelids, who built numerous shrines in honor of their patroness. The foremost of these shrines, considered particularly cherished and sacred, was located on the lake shore, surrounded by picturesque waterfalls called Pulura Fall. And we got Lady Shalandra's chain shirt, which I don't think anyone in my party can wear. Unlucky. I guess I can wear it, but I'm not supposed to, right? Oh yeah, I lose my bonus attack if I wear armor. Look how cool I would look, though. +2 mithril change for that's pretty nice.
Follow if you dare.
Follow if you dare. On the dance macabre.
This is my kind of work.
Can't hide from me.
Oh my god, they put some in. What were they doing in here?
Who, me?
No, they. What were they doing in here, I said?
This is my kind of work.
Yeah, you're a thief. What do you mean?
Pretty good, aren't I?
Above average.
This is my kind of work.
A cockery? Another book? Oh, this is another almanac. Oh, it's a book on the Yanio. Yanio seems like a cool character so far.
This is my kind of work.
Wait, what did I just loot? Oh, magic essence. I need that. Where did it go, though? Oh, my inventory stopped sorting because I put stuff back into it. That makes sense. This is a composite enhancement +1. Whatever this composite confers a critical hit, all enemies once entangled. Oh, okay. I don't hate that. I think Finian is way, way better. Oh. Oh, wait, but that's, we're dealing with this thing. Less damage. Yeah, I mean, that's not even a question. Well, I don't think that's potential against undead creatures. Okay. Pretty decent. I don't hate that. How do you feel with I figured since the distant heroine of the Crusades, Daniel disobeyed the order by leaving the garrison to venture deep into the world when alone. 2 years later, she returned at the head of the Crusade squad she'd saved, died during the fall of Dresden, 4638. Damn, what a hero. Must be tough Baldur's Gate 2, right? Is that part of our story in BG2 that we go into hell and we save some people? Alden, you silly man. Unless everything will have to be cleaned up and laid out according to the inventory list. Alden, you silly man. Allow me to loot all these almanacs from you before I speak with you. You silly boy. I'm just walking the entire party around looking for hidden stuff. The old man, looking around absently, shrinks away as you get closer. His head seems to shake uncontrollably, but his hands are surprisingly deft and assured as they level a magic wand at you. Stay back! Which are you, robber or demon? Hey, take it easy, Gramps. So what's the deal? What? That's the way it is, eh? You see horns, you think thief or demon? Quit scaring the old man, dummy. Have you seen your horns? They how should I put this? Don't exactly inspire trust in a city that's currently overrun with demons. Hey, there are horns and there are horns. I'm not going to hurt you. The old man goggles at you in terror, but he doesn't lower his wand. A rustling comes from somewhere behind him. Rats. The old man wheels around fearfully and peers in the direction the sound came from. The hand holding the wand gradually falls to his side. When he turns back to you, there's no fear in his expression, only vague confusion. I'm sorry, I was distracted. What were we talking about? Who are you? The old man lowers his wand in confusion. I think... His expression grows distraught and mournful, as though he is on the verge of crying. I forget. His gaze falls on a piece of cloth, carefully stitched to his cloak, which reads Telden, Tower of Astral Museum Custodian. Ah, I am Telden, the custodian here. My memory isn't what it once was. My faculties are failing me, but at one time, my mind could cut like a diamond. I was a battle mage, one of the few who survived the Battle of the Lost Chapel. But I'm an old man now. Sometimes I set down my keys one moment, and the next, I can't remember where I put them. Control amnesia, the ability of the mind to eliminate non-essential information. Nenio peers at the old man with suspicion. But what we have here is a case of plain old senility. With a pleased smile, the old man pulls a hefty set of keys from his pocket and proudly shows them to you. Here they are, my keys, my little lovelies. I would never give you away to anyone. Remembering himself, the old man hastily stows the keys back in the pocket. What are the keys for? Oh, these keys are for everything. I can open every door in the Tower of Astral with these. The museum custodian on duty must carry these keys at all times and never be parted from them, not even for a second. And why is that? Because if the keys were left unattended, they would be pinched by thieves, wouldn't they? Thieves would strip the museum of all its treasures. What are you looking at? What are you looking at me for? Woljif exclaims indignantly, even though no one is looking at him. I see. Why did the demons spare you? The museum custodian looks at you in shock. Demons? There have been no demons in this museum. I heard them breaking into the tower, but then everything went quiet. Then a very polite young fellow came along, a half-elf. He said Canabris was under attack, but the Crusaders had already recaptured the tower. He said he had been sent to oversee the evacuation of the museum. He was very pleased to find me here. I've proved a very useful resource. I showed him all the most valuable relics, explained what they were, and wrapped them up and labeled them, and carried them off somewhere. And I've been here all this time. I locked the door and stood guard to make sure no demons got in. I've seen not one of them. I haven't heard any either. I've grown hard of hearing over the years. That half-elf was a demon worshipper. The old man frowns confusion. What do you mean, demon worshipper? That fine young lad, so well dressed, so polite, but he said the crusade. Oh my word, the relics, we must go after them. The old man works himself into a state, glittering laments as he roots through his many pockets, but the outburst doesn't last long. The motion of his hands slow and the awareness fades from his eyes. He stares off into the distance and then looks at you, wets his lips and sheepishly inquires, Sorry, did you say something? What happened here? The old man bursts into agitated muttering, gesticulating furiously while shaking hands. First the bell started ringing, and there were noises in the street. Then the dragon lady till Endaline began to roar. I went to lock the door, but then they roared inside. Thieves. There were 7 of them, or perhaps 10, I don't remember. They were taking some rubbish about how they were all orphans, supposedly, that they were dangerous. They grabbed me and wouldn't let me go, and then they looted the place. They took anything with even a lick of gold on it, relics too. The museum boasts a very extensive collection, you know? And the worst of all, they took the wand. And when they were done, they tossed me aside like a piece of old junk. They didn't even bother to kill me. What wand did the thief steal? The wand of Zacharias, my master. He was a great man, the hero of the defense of the Lost Chapel. And those scoundrels took his wand, a relic. Ballads are sung about Zacharias, and they're just damn thieves. Master Zacharias will return, and he will assemble all of us, his students, and we will show them. I'll show them what Battle Mage of Teldon is made of. Fury sparks in the old man's eyes, his spine straightens, and in fluid motion his hands raise his wand at the ready. But a howl of rage from outside frightens off the ghosts of the past. The old man turns around and looks at you in befuddlement. You were asking me about something, I forget what it was. Where can I find these robbers? The man throws up his hands. I aren't the foggiest, they're thieves, but they know out of the way places where they cannot be found. That's where they are, if they're still alive. But they won't be in the city. I heard them talking amongst themselves about how they need to get out of Canabras before the demons wipe them out. Tell me about Zacharias. The old man turns misty. The old man's eyes, turns misty-eyed. Great hero he was, fearless but insightful. He never underestimated the strength of demons. When they laid siege to Lost Chapel, it was Zacharias who stood in the breach to rescue the clerics. He understood that we couldn't hold, but he refused to retreat. He had vowed to defend the temple. For the final onslaught, he gathered up the surviving apprentices, looked us over, and picked me. He said, tell them, today I will die and leave my comrades behind. Take my wand and bring it to Canabras. Should an owner of the great need come, a worthy crusader can take the wand and bring it to me. I will know that my brothers need me once more, and I will come to their aid. Not even death shall stop me. So I brought his wand and his final words here. I also brought something else. Here, this is why I'm the way I am. The old man pokes a finger in his bald head. Fear consumed my mind. It shattered my reason. I was so desperate to forget the terrible day, and my memory slowly but surely fled my wretched head. Are you alright? The poor old man smiles piteously, and makes a helpless gesture. Old age, my young friend, old age, and the poison of the fear seeping into my mind. Both have turned me from a crusader and battle mage into the sorry specimen you see before you. This museum is all I have. Whenever I forget who and where I am, I just read the exhibit labels, and they are of the past, just like me. And now some ruffians have ransacked the place. I'm frightened. My young friend, I'm very frightened. Don't be afraid. There's nothing to be afraid of. All the scary things have already happened. They're in the past. The man nods but continues to say that to Martin. Scary, so scary. Tell me about the museum exhibits. The old man seems to come to life. It would take a lifetime to tell you all there's to know, but I'll take you on a tour of the highlights. Some of my personal favorites. You should have a look yourself. You won't regret it. For instance, we have a painting here depicting angels fighting demons. Now you may find it hard to believe, but in the First Crusade, many heavenly beings fought shoulder to shoulder with the Crusaders, and in these two paintings, the Targona and Laria, the Silver Twins, as they are called. I actually met them, you know, when I was a young man studying under Master Zacharias. They had no airs or graces about them. They walked among the mortals, they spoke to us, they healed our wounds. The Lady Targora I remember especially well. He had a special unearthly wisdom within him. The ancient Lariel, on the other hand, was known for his daring, and the youngest Crusader idolized him. I wonder where they are now, the twins. We don't have celestial beings in our ranks anymore. They all left sometime during the Second Crusade, on a very important mission, they say. But I do love looking at this painting and remembering those days, and when the envoys of heaven walked among us, the light that seemed to shine from within them. Now my wife decides, what was I saying? You must be a messenger. Are you a visitor? Why did those times end? Why do the Celestials not fight with us? Heaven has not abandoned us, surely? Heaven is above us, far, far away. Everyone there is good, I hear. But they can't see us from all the way up there. You said the ancients Targor and Laria are twins, but how can angels have siblings? That's a good question, of course. Angels are not born like mortals, so they can't have a mother and father, or sisters or brothers as we understand them. Angels come into being from reincarnated souls, or the pure essence of the upper planes. Sometimes angels may adopt some features of mortals. For instance, they can identify as male or female, although that is not generally their way. Some of them can also develop bonds of camaraderie or even kinship. But the case of the Silver Twins is rarer still. They are two angels who emerge from one soul. What else should they call themselves if not twins? Go to Defender's Heart. There's a good people there. They'll look after you. The old custodian gives you a toothless smile. Really? It's safe there, but how can I leave the museum? His gaze falls upon the trace of ransacking, and the old man becomes lost in thought, as though trying to find an explanation for what he's seeing. You know what happened here, don't you? Thieves, they were, prowling about, wanted to rob the museum, but I stopped them. Those ne'er-do-wells came in here and gave them what for. A dose of battle magic. That they won't be back. Don't worry about me. I may be old, but I can still hold my own. Your new alignment is lawful good. No. Wait, what do you say? What do you say? Yeah to it, Jace? What are we yelling about? Yeah. Okay, so I can't.
Hi there, mister.
Ah, there, Mr. Baggy Pants. I can't get the guy to follow me. Okay, I'm gonna head back to the inn. And then I'm gonna sell my stuff, rest up, and then go make some breakfast. Actually, I should see. Oh, we'll do that. And then worst case, I just have to continue adventuring for a bit. What are you up to today, Mr. Baggy Pants? We're playing some Hollow Knight. Is the dwarf guy still over here, or did he abandon his post? Abandon his post. Hey, you need to twist it, mister. Oh. Just pooping and farting. You brought us back to waking. Greetings. Who are you? Not who, what, memories. This place was created as a cradle of memory and fantasy. The things that belong to the city heroes were kept here. People used to come to this place to remember those heroes. And myself and the other are living memories. You woke us, so here we are. Lots of things seem silent only until you care to listen to them. Like here, someone's memory has awoken to reveal itself. So your memories of who? Of heroes the city wished to immortalize.
Amazing!
Yo, well, what's up? Hello? God damn it, I was about to take a break. How's your stream? What were you up to? Well, let's go take a gander. Oh no. Oh. Oh, that was delayed.
I need 1 second, my man. There we go, thank you. What the
What game is this?
What the fuck just happened? Hello? He can fucking teleport!
Is this Resident Evil?
I've gone from dealing with silent chainsaws to teleporting super salvadors!
Is that Resident Evil? What the hell?
I don't know what my commands are anymore.
Oh. What game is this? Grand Theft Auto 5?
No time. Oh, poor fucking...
Sean!
I forgot about this bit. You son of a bitches.
That's the goddamn in the background. That's
Christ.
old clip, yeah, I can tell.
I couldn't have been any better timed, my friend.
Poor Sean. Sean gets shot in the head.
Oh, that's bad. My health bar.
Yo! This is Final Fantasy 14. I remember this fight. The Rathalos from Final Fantasy 14.
Somebody clip that. Somebody fucking clip that.
These nuts.
Thank you for the raid, well. Super appreciate it. Hope you had a good time with Lies of P. Are you playing that for the first time as well, or are you returning to it for some DLC good times? Everyone, please go check it all out. Push the name in the chat to go give a follow. Headline here: Video Broadcaster. We're currently playing a game called Wrath of the Righteous, a Pathfinder RPG made by Owlcat. We are still at the start of the game, so not any super crazy spoiler territory right now, if people care about that, but you know, it's worth a consideration. First playthrough and my main motor died on me midstream. What the hell? This doesn't work anymore. This game has a lot of reading, and I was about to go make some breakfast, so What type of monitor was it? Hope it wasn't expensive. What touch of memory, see how they remembered us. After all, this place was created. Okay. There used to be a place like this near Neatholm. Quiet, calm. I used to walk among the plinths and pedestals, wondering the people who found the place, what was driving them. Were they thinking about future generations, how to pass down their wisdom and show the right path? Or were they thinking of themselves, trying to keep their names and deeds alive? Then the ceiling collapsed and that place didn't exist anymore. My question was moot. I wish I could say that we have not dishonored your memory, but Canabris lies in ruins, and But you fearlessly battled the invaders. With no thoughts for yourself, you have earned no censure. We are proud of you. Right in the olden days, mortal kind lost to the demons time after time after time, and now their descendants are continuing their losing streak. How can they not be proud of that? Thinks somebody just flash pink and red for a second and stop displaying anything. Okay, that sounds terrifying. Maybe this is a little bit of a rest. Maybe it didn't like Lies of P. Why did you help me? I saw a smile appear on the woman's face. I sensed something in you as if you were close to me somehow, like we stood shoulder to shoulder, once in the face of evil, and we must do so again. Is this the guy that wielded the sword? I sense the light dwells within you. Very recently you were threatened by a powerful demon, and the dark bloodlust tried to enslave your souls, but you opposed it and held fast. Continue to follow the path of light, and other righteous souls will aid you and follow you. Huh? Oh, sorry, bro. What's that, Yaniel? No. This is Yaniel's over here. This was one of the twins. This is Larian or whatever his name is. We can look at this painting. It will tell us the names. That was Argona. This is Lariel. Argona's the lady. Lariel is the dude. Yaniel is over here. I think Yatniel was in the notes. Like, yeah, that's the name I keep thinking about when I read that. What's Yatniel's up to right now? I think I'm still friends with them on Steam. Okay. I'm gonna head up here. I'm not gonna do any random encounters. Gift him Femboy Futa House. Femboy Futa House? Okay, we're selling all this garbage. I guess I'll put this in my storage or something. I don't know what to do with this. I think I just put them in storage, and then if I like find a use for them, I can just sell them when I need the money. Probably makes more sense, right? Oh, the Swordteller's ring. I didn't even pay attention to that. On all saves, throws against fire-based effects. Sure, sounds good to me. Oh, I'm already. Oh, but this is a meme ring.
I do what I must.
I didn't send anyone back here, right? But I can probably talk to her about the tower. Oh. 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 Why would you don't break through the ceiling?
What
you
in the
sicko.
name of the Green Mother's going on in this crazy town?
That's the floor and tower now.
Who's in charge here? You there in the armor? Or is it you, tavern keeper? Or maybe it's you, old-timer? Oh, you, I remember. You were in that ravaged fortress with all the books. You can explain all this to me.
DLC NPC?
Well?
Look back at him and say nothing.
You're good.
Nice. Wait, it said at a +3, but it was a +7 somehow?
All right. First things first. If by some chance you don't already know, they call me Ulbrich. Ulbrich Olesk. Chief of the Olesk clan. The one that gave Barzog's orcs a drubbing. What, never heard of them either? I'll be damned. Is this an illusion or something? One minute I'm laying myself down for a nap in a glade one summer's day, and the next I'm waking up among ruins and flames and monsters running riot. And no one knows me. But you see, my name's famous across Sarkoris. Where in the blazes am I? What's going on here?
I feel like his voice doesn't necessarily fit his picture that much. I feel like it should be a bit more boisterous. You have heard the songs that tells of glorious victory of Alliance of Sakura tribes over an orcish horde led by a chief called Bearsog, but that was a long time ago, centuries in the past, before the demon invasion. It's possible that this man does not know Sarkoris has fallen. You're saying you fell asleep in Sarkoris and woke up here?
That's what I'm saying to you. I was plucked like a fish from a pond and carried off to God's nowhere.
Is he bonkers and like his character's bonkers, or is very powerful, or both? You said you couldn't come through the door.
The door would have been smarter, right enough. I was asleep too long, that must be it. My head's all muddled. I remember I was flying over the city looking for something, and when I found it, I just drove straight for it. Roads and roofs be damned. But what was I looking for? Drinks? Warriors? No, that's not it. Or maybe you. Was I looking for you?
Character's a bit bonkers. You said you saw him in the library. When?
Now, let me think. Strange that the memory's in there, but it's all broken up in little pieces. So, I opened my eyes. I saw books and stones around me, and you were there. Then I was flying over the city. I had wings. And then I was in this here tavern, and then I saw you again.
In the library, there was a stone statue of a griffin. It kept life on and flew off. Was that you?
A statue, you say? Strange. I don't remember being turned to stone. But if it looked like a griffin, then it must have been me. Take a gander at this. Don't worry, I won't scratch you. I'm no werewolf, I'm a shifter. My powers were granted to me by the sacred griffin Ervar, who protects our clan. I doubt you've got any other griffins flying about this city of yours.
I feel like the only character I can replace is Sela, maybe.
All right, that's enough questions from you. Now answer some of mine. Where am I, and what's going on here?
You're not on Galar anymore. This world is called No Hopia, and every day, just after lunch, we get invaded by demons. This city's Canabres. I don't know how long you were asleep, but Sarkoris hasn't existed for hundreds of years.
Oh, I can't take it anymore. Oh, you got me there. You're telling me I fell asleep for 100 years. Sarkoris was swallowed by demons, and Canabres, that little fishing village, is now a fortress city. Oh, go on, pull the other one. Fine. If you don't want to tell me what's going on, don't. We're in a tavern, not in the middle of nowhere. There's plenty of folks around. I'm sure one of these people will tell me what's happening here. There's one thing I do know without asking. You've got a tough fight on your hands. I'm not one to wait on an invitation to a brawl, so if you're making ready to break some demon horns, I'm going with you. But in the meantime, I'm gonna have a taste of whatever ale they brew here.
Oh god, now I gotta talk to this guy about his entire freaking life as well. Everyone knows about the unfortunate fate that befell Sarkoris, everyone except this mountain of a man, who apparently slept through the last 100 years. He knows nothing about the world wound and refuses to believe that his home is gone. He was happy to join the crusade without realizing the scale of his war and what is at stake. He is wearing a cloak of resistance +1. He has a Swarmbane clasp. The rest of weapons on our attacks and attack deal full damage to swarms, regardless of the swarm's immunities to damage. First damage by a swarm, they automatically do a saving throw against the swarm's distraction ability. Jesus Christ. Oh, Belt of Giant Strength. Okay, so if I'm not using this guy, then he just showed up to give me a bunch of items for free, huh? So what makes him extra good? Is it something, does he have a special ability, or is it something else? Is it the Griffin aspect? Doesn't aura against her allies within 30 feet, a bonus saving throws against fair effects. She also gets positive inherent bonus of strength. The duration doesn't need to be selected, but it must be spent in 1 minute increments. Okay, so essentially I have like I have 7 minutes of like 7 fights. We have 7 fights that we can use this ability on. Different shifter is unique to him. Yeah, that makes sense. Wait, what does the N stand for here? Damage reduction, N cold iron, N magic, N silver, N a number. Wait, they just so they just bypass all damage reductions? I mean, he's like a monk, but cool. I think it could be interesting, but I feel like here's the thing though. From the party composition right now, this is our backline, right? We have Nenio, wizard lady, very good at knowledge skills, which is great, right? Good to have around. Ember seems very powerful, and I also really like her character. Like she's just like a really cool character. But even if she was the worst character ever, I'd probably use her. Lan, insanely powerful. Probably like the MVP of my team in terms of damage dealing, which is great. Haruka, yeah. And then we have Wuljif, which is our trickster. He does all of our stealthing and picking things, right? So very necessary for, at least for right now, mobility, I guess, also. And Sela, I guess, is the least useful member of the party, generally speaking. But I feel like, you know, with like Radiance and stuff, she feels like she has a very like appropriate story going on. Like I could see myself replacing Sela for someone else, but she feels like a very like appropriate character for the game. Which is probably why you encounter her so early too. So and also if you're doing anything, right, we probably have 3 melee, 3 ranged. So it would have to be either Sela or Wuljif. And out of the two, Sela is the obvious choice, right? I don't even think she brings any skills to the table. I don't think she's better at skills than anyone else. we can maybe try replacing her with Bullbreak for a little bit at least. See how it feels. Oh, she does deal with all of the like spells that I can't cast on anyone else right now though, like the one of bless. More low maintenance as well once you hit mythic, so not a big loss until then. Oh, what do you mean it costs more low maintenance? This swarm item is insane, right? Swarm main clasp, isn't that a really good item? Each chapter just goes permanent. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I don't care about that though. Yeah, I mean that's good to know. That specifically doesn't really bother me. For me, it's general. When I think about the part of composition, the top thing, generally speaking, is just, do I have the skill covered, right? Like, does this character cover some important skills? If I look at Nenio here, right? Like, I feel like she covers very important skills with the lore stuff. I feel like these are really important, and I feel like that gives me a lot of utility in other characters to not cover that. And also, she's a good character, but right. So that's like the top, and then the bottom, and then right below that is like, do I like the character or do they seem cool? And then the third would be like, do they seem important to the plot? And then fourth would be like, are they powerful? You know. Air pass ratios are arcane caster, yeah. And like Ember is probably one of the more replaceable characters, but I think she's really cool. I really like her drive so far, so not replacing her. I don't care about Woljif as a character, but unfortunately, so far, irreplaceable. Because of trickery, right? No one even comes close. You can play Woljif with Camellia. No. I like Woljif more than Camellia. I'm saying, like, if I had free choice to replace a character right now out of the party, it would be Woljif for Ulbrich.
I'm gone.
Actually, I probably like Camellia more, but I assume Ulbrich just uses melee attacks. Like, it just uses his shifter shenanigans. Is there any reason to carry all of this garbage around on me, or should I just put it in the... Oh, we use some of it to cook food while we're resting, right? I guess that's the reason. Unarmed, yeah. Or alchemy, yeah. Unlucky. I already thought about it. Those, well... This is 5. This mutated fish is 5 LBS. I thought it was the scrolls I was looking at when I said that. Also, it all kind of adds up a little bit, right? Like, right now we're at the halfway point of encumbrance. I need more bags of holding. Hopefully I get some later. Let me speak to Ulbrich before I go rest, I guess.
We do it my way.
Oh, hey, there. Just the lad I want to talk to. To your health, by the way. Ulbrich sipped from his beer mug. I ask around about this here city and about the whole hubbub. Who you lot are fighting and why, and the more I hear, the less I understand. You weren't lying about Canabras and the demons invading. Everyone from the tavern keeper to a knight is giving me the same hookum. You all say Sarkoris was burned to the ground by a bunch of Oglins 100 years ago, and Canabras, a godforsaken village the size of a pig snout, was turned into this massive fortress to defend against them. Which means I must have slept for 100 years and didn't notice a thing. What am I to make of this? Am I the barmy one, or is it everyone else? Or maybe we've all been bewitched by Fae and are living in the yarn they're spinning. Talk about a doozy. I want to ask you about something. Oh, that's right. I had a question of my own to ask you. Explain to me plain and simple. Back when we first met, what was that all about? How did I end up in the fortress with all the books? Why did I wake up right when you came? This is horse feathers. The real horse feathers here is how many questions you're able to ask without pausing for a breath or letting me get a word in edgeways. There, I've asked them all. Just answer them already. I'm all ears. I know about as much as you do. Mysteries upon mysteries, but someone has to know, right? Someone got me into this mess, and when I learned who it was, oh, they won't be too happy. Right, so what does you want to ask about? Tell me about your homeland. Dialogue. Why couldn't they voice at least the companion dialogue? Wouldn't that be like a really simple minimal threshold? I'll tell you this, Sarkoris isn't a country. Sarkoris is a whole world, just imagine. A lynx standing at the edge of a snowy wood in the north. Perch splashing in the Selen in the east. Furry bumblebees buzzing over the blooming hills of the south. And everywhere you look, there are people, the likes of which you won't find anywhere in the world. They are the bravest in battle and the fleetest in the dance. Hundreds of tribes, each with its own legends, songs and heroes, gods and spirits. Now you tell me, could a land like that really have perished because of a few grasshoppers? I won't believe it, ever. Right, now your turn. Where do you hail from? Who's your tribe? I don't remember my past so well, who I am or where I am from. My memories are all hazy. That's tough. That's like having a whole chunk of your soul just torn out. Hope it all comes back to you. Try putting a spruce cone under your pillow. They say that's a very good for your memory. You're from Olesk clan, right? Tell me about it. Our clan is one of the oldest. Our history goes back to a time before Sarkoris was settled, when our ancestors lived in the mountains in the far north. Once their mountain home had become too small for them, they went down to the untrodden hills in the forests of the south, drove out the monsters and the giants, and founded Sarkoris. Even back then, the Olesks were the first into every battle, and the first to build a settlement on their land. People wrote so many songs about our deeds that if I were to start singing them all to you now, we'd be stuck here for a good month. Who routed the Orcish invaders? Who seduced the fake queen and stole her tiara? Whose apples are the size of a hair, and whose cider made from those apples can knock a bear out? That's right, it's all us, the Olesks. If giants lived there before your ancestors came, you can't really call these lands untrodden, can you? Ha ha ha! Oh, you're a laugh. You're saying giants are people? Have you seen one with your own eyes? They can't even speak our tongue. They just growl and fart. They may look like humans, but they're dumber than frogs. All they know is eating and fighting. They feast on human flesh, I'll have you know, so don't feel bad for those freaks. Our ancestors were right to cut them down. What was your role in your tribe? I was a chieftain, and not by right of blood, like in some tribes. It takes more than being born in the right family to lead the Olesks. You have to earn the right from our divine patron. Avar, Arwar, the heavenly griffin, chose me. All break chuckles mirthlessly, except as you can see, it didn't do my clan much good. The chieftain's duty is to be with their people, in peace and in war, in life and in death, and what did I do? Abandon them. There's no two ways about it. I missed everything, I slept through everything. Prowl and fart is like Enda. The only two... does anyone know if this guy has good interactions with the other companions? Because Sela has that at least. That's one thing I was worried about with the DLC companions, because I remember that being the case in Mass Effect, that the DLC companions had very, very few interactions. Tell me about your griffin. Aravar, the griffin whose beak has marked the sun and whose talons have raked the moon. Ulbrich crosses his arms in a ritual gesture. He is the ancient protector of our clan. From each generation, he shows us one who is worthy of wielding his power and leading his tribe. But ever since I woke up here, he hasn't spoken to me once. No prophetic dreams, no answers, no signs. His power is still with me. So he must be alive. That's why... Then why is he silent? Let's do something. Yeah. That's like the one thing I'm worried about. Because I remember that being like a problem in Mass Effect. The companions had like so little interaction with the game. It's very well integrated. Okay, cool. We might do some then. Now our fencer has been cleared of demons. Great, the place where the demons have gathered need to be cleared one by one. Then they won't be able to establish in the back when we take the Grey Garrison. I think that stupid ass dwarf is there somewhere. Gaylor? I don't see any Gaylor. Isn't. Oh, I was gonna rest. Rest, make breakfast, react content, travel.
Follow if you dare.
You can't call them that anymore. I can. I can call people anything I want. Okay, so if I rest here, the predictor ritual doesn't count anymore. That's nice. We can actually make anything. We can have hearty meal. Scroll scribing would have to fall to her, right? Ew! The character assigned to this portion in describe scroll. To describe a scroll, they need to know the required spell, have the describe scroll skill earn. Describing a scroll involves between 1 and 5 stages, depending on the spell. If the character passes the check. Okay, cool. Can anyone assist here? I can assist. So we are gonna eat ourselves a hearty meal, I think. And we are gonna scribe a scroll of... Oh, okay, I need level 2 one for this. If I'm gonna use her a lot, this is probably worth getting, right? Hello, mellow fellows. Hello, Sergeant. Scroll will vanish. Wanna be vanished, mate? Maybe getting the level 2 one is worth it just for the scrolls here, but maybe not. Oh, but I can also learn a thing on her, then get that as a scroll, right? Like...
Adventures can wait.
Like enlarged person? And then we can get more scrolls of enlarged person. That would be really nice. That's actually pretty sick, right? Oh, but wait, can she already do enlarged person? Oh, I guess we can. Weird. I don't think I saw it in there. Maybe I'm just blind. I don't know if Owl's Wisdom is that important. Wait, does Lan get bonuses from Wisdom? So Owl's Wisdom is actually really good for him. Reduce person, that might be a good one too. Let me see what scrolls I can make again. Ah, there it is. It does. Okay, so Owl's Wisdom would be good. I think I'll just do enlarged person though. That seems like an all-around nice one. Oh, it costs the resources to do this too. Makes sense. An Ember Right Skull? I don't. Can she? No. This is not a scroll scribe, it's not yet. That freaking lass ain't a scroll scriber. At least not yet. Lethal injection, go to sleep 6 feet deep. Oh no, filth fever! Am I supposed to push a button there, or? Amelia has a filth fever. Whoops. Does it not matter as long as she's not in my party? I'm just gonna have her be deceased. I'm still gonna have a negative level for another 4 hours.
I'm off!
Freaking negative levels, man. So stupid. Such a dumb, awful mechanic. Man, doing negative levels in the tabletop too, that's like even worse, right? Like, you know, negative levels if you're playing online or if you're playing like a game like this, whatever, right? It just does it automatically. Imagine having this stupid ass mechanic when you're actually playing the game on pen and paper, and now you have to like detract a bunch of garbage from all your things, and you have to remember what things you don't have access to anymore because you have one less level. Or what if you have 2 or 3 or 4 less levels? Ugh. Sure, to get brewing potions, I could craft a million inflict potion from a healing challenge. Dampier, yeah, that's pretty good. I gotta find out those about Dampiers are mutant. Whoa, I'm rerolling. Where do I go? Where do I go to reroll? Okay, I'm gonna quickly go see if I can make something breakfast. I might come back in like 2 minutes because I put something in the oven. If I didn't, then I'll come back in like 5 minutes and we'll watch something. So BRB real quick. A game by Rose Engine. Oh, that was the end? Wait, there's no way. But why would they give us the rifle? If we can't really use it or anything. There's no way, right? Did we miss something? Yeah, you could have gotten it earlier. Yeah. We'll let you open the hatch. And the trail's over. I don't think we missed anything though. Did he T-pose there for a second? I thought I saw him T-pose. Hey! Okay, that guy is dead. Listen, guys, we have done a lot of dubious things in terms of almost killing people, guys. That guy is dead. That guy is dead, guys. I don't know how to tell you this in any other way. That guy is actually gone. Alpha party? Party Alpha? Oh, Logan's jealous. Alpha party? Party for Party for Alpha? Come on, Logan. Logan got jealous because I had Alpha on my left for like a second. Er det hun, Alfa? Er det hun? Hæ? Er det hun? Er det hun? Okay. You guys watch this clip. This is my favorite clip. What I say here is true. Every time we get dirty magazines in convenience stores, barely hidden from minors. I mean, I think minors should be allowed to buy dirty magazines too, right? Yeah, what he said. This sounds very well where those curious saved. There's a it just depends on, like, you know, where is that in this. Oh no! Ah, horse! I'm actually worried right now. I'm actually yoinking. I didn't mean to do that. What the? Oh my god. I'm not ready for that. I didn't think it would happen. I did not think that would happen. Oh my god. Oh my god, that terrified me. Jesus Christ. Run! Yeah, I can make that jump. How am I supposed to get down from here? Alright, Arthur. This is for all the money.
There you are. Come on, keep walking. You're late. A couple of days in this place, you turned into some clock-watching city boy. What's the urgency? We need to leave. Forever. We've been doing well, making money. But for us all to leave together, we need enough for a boat. Now, I found a friendly ship captain, and he's willing to take us to Australia or Tahiti. We just...
That's a Japanese keyboard thing. Oh yeah? What about this Japanese keyboard thing? Points at American keyboard. Ha, you bitch! Ooh.
Christ!
Ah. I'll evade them all right.
It's your last roundup, you bastard!
Okay, Square. Listen, I don't care if you want to put me in the game. You know, like that's whatever to me. But you could at least like ask for permission. Well.
Just what I needed to put that creep behind.
I don't know. I can, but I always forget how you do it. Of all of us, except the ones who are dead. The guitarist from Mastodon died the other day in the monster guys. What the hell?
The cycle continues.
What? What was so funny? I missed it. What happened? Oh no, what have I done? You don't want to be bothered with this. Answer is only good for future encounters and for like 1 feet. I aim directly for his crooked brow and look it straight in the eye. White whale break. Alright guys, we're gonna watch something. We're gonna go back. We haven't react streamed in like 2 weeks or something. It's been 23 days according to my last response here. We're gonna yo. We're gonna watch something while I eat a little bit of food. And then we're gonna go back to Rathen with the Righteous. We're watching this by it's only 7 minutes. What's up next on the agenda? What's another SERP one?
Yo.
What
up? Y'all wanna hear?
It's Harry Mack, everyone. Oh, that's also 7 minutes. Perfect. What about this next one by Idaret? How long is this one? Okay, that's way longer. Probably do these 2 7-minute ones then. That makes sense. Should be enough time to devour food. Alright, we're watching.
Great.
That one should be a crime, am I right? I'll be back in 3 minutes, everyone. Enjoy some clips. What is she doing? I'm so confused. No, what did you do? That doesn't work like that! Ethan, that's not how anything works. It fixed its goddamn sleeve through. I don't know how this thing works. But then, okay, good.
Well, there it is.
Oh.
The shame of my lie has come to haunt me. Not only is...
I mean, this is definitely a color. There's definitely something. What is this guy up to? What is this, control? Oh, what? Assassin man. Why is it that every time we go to Grandma now, it just turns into P-talk? Just because I peed on Grandma once? Ooh. Ooh. What a little bitch. Did I headshot him too? Oh no, wait, I hit him in the arm, I think. Called trick shot, it worked. I'm doing it. Oh my god.
There's
I
this
just
one
darted
guy
to
in
my
my
hand.
chat
I
that
make it
keeps
look realistic
sending me
too, you
messages
know, like...
about how I should smile more during streams, and I just
So
really want to tell him to
doing
go
it?
F asterisk 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 himself. But he's paying a lot of money to watch me, so I think I'll just grin through it and keep taking his money.
Oh my
LOL.
god. Good meme.
Am I the
Did you buy
goddess of
JS Pro
neuralism?
Pro?
I'm not a
I
god.
bought him something
I'm
even
just an
better.
AI.
Happy birthday, Jace. Should I just ignore poor people? I just realized that I should just ignore poor people, shouldn't I? Poor people just take up table space when they shouldn't. Like they're literally just a waste of space. I just realized that poor people are a waste of space. This guy's not a waste of space though. Looks. What? Looks. They're low again. There. There. Hi. Gå och på mig. There we go. Looks. Up igen. Armbak. Jag fick av det där. Give us a smile, pussycat. Love you all, appreciate all of you. Let's head over to Sophie. Alright. Let's go. We have places to go, things to eat. Okay, should we try I don't know if I need to have the sword with me, not on a character, but I guess I'll do it just in case. Oh, and I should move this kitty cat too, right? What to whom? It gives you perception and... Perception and lore nature checks. That's a morale bonus and this is a luck bonus. Oh, that's also a morale bonus. Who else are those Najor? Lion's pretty good at nature. Oh, this guy's god at nature. Look at this dude. Look at Mr. Gryffindor here. We're gonna ditch Sela for now at least. I'll probably just get her back in the party. That's when I'll try this guy out when we get a new companion. Makes sense to just give him a little whirl. We'll break also his bonus from wisdom, so he'll have a decent wisdom skill. Ooh. I don't believe that, but... I'll do a random encounter when it happens on me so I can check him out. My name is Ulbrig. I feel like the British accent thing isn't. I don't know.
Well, just forget me.
I don't know why about that. He should sound like a crazy northerner, you know. Actually close. Oh, that's cool. Oh, I can't. I was like, what's happening? I can't move the camera any further back. Okay, so we can charge. We have Griffin shape. Yes, I'll put that over here. Griffin aspect. Wait, what's the difference between these two? Aspect buff. Oh, okay. Yeah, but I can't be in both of these at the same time, can I? Can. Oh, damn. The master shape should be mythic ability makes this duration permanent. Okay. Meow.
All they took from me. Let's try something else.
No time for debates.
Oh, yeah. 1d4 plus 10, that's insane.
Make every strike count.
This spell works differently.
This spell works differently. Oh, it's a little slow boy.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Oh no. Sneak attack. Oh yeah. Your enemy finish on fly, starters damage. Okay, don't care.
I ever see Sarkoris green again?
He has decent AC as well. I might have actually had some armor I could have given him. That's better than what he's currently wearing. I didn't think about that. The character gets pounced without jumping through questionable hoops. Oh, okay. I think I might like Sela more as a character though, so you know. You know. Also have a paladin on your side.
Did we find trouble?
Oh no.
No, they did.
Oh no, please. Let me go first. I should, well, I'm not gonna mage armor for these, I guess.
Distract them from me.
Oh no, here it comes.
You won't survive me.
Nice.
Clawing time.
Oh, he didn't cast Cloud of Sickness. Well,
Time to share your treasures!
He didn't try to sicken me and my entire family, all my family and friends. Okay, that's a bunch of naked women on tables. A splendid occasion, Count, and this new Numerian elixir is quite something. Oh, look, such darling little creatures. I smell beauty. They're demons, help! Wonderful, now brace yourself. What's happening?
Oh, they'll regret this.
It wasn't a turn-based there for a second for some reason. Oh, this is not a good fight for turn-based, though.
You should have run!
Yo, who's that lady? Is she single? Yeah, I wasn't in combat, yeah. It's just a bunch of nude people running around puking on themselves. These guys are basically immune to all the stuff I can cast at them, but why would you do that? Are you stupid in the head? Big shocker there. George have still on the peacemakers too? No, I haven't. I'm gonna finish watching my Marvel stuff, I think, before I watch anything else, probably. But I don't have that much Marvel stuff yet left. I'm currently watching Loki season 2, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 movies and I don't know, like 4 series or something. So I'll probably wait. Maybe I haven't decided yet, but I'll see. Have you watched it? Do you like it?
Endure this! Did you see that?
Who the hell is this person? And how do I marry them?
I'll hit you!
I'm currently watching Loki season 2, and it's pretty decent as far as these things go. Secret Invasion or whatever was pretty good too, but they had a really bad battle scene. But it was only one, so I guess it's...
This will hurt!
And that's freaking teamwork. Hasn't drawn me in yet. I don't know, I like the Peacemaker character and I like John Cena, so I think it's just like a
Better start running.
true in for me.
Tell the spirit Ulrigolus sent you.
Watching the Superman was fine. Wait, is it out on home DVD? Or did you go to cinema? Put it in my HBO Max sub, I wouldn't go out of my way to it's out. Oh damn, we should watch that next Friday then.
Greetings, valiant stranger who has just burst into my life. I am the master of this house.
Oh, yeah?
Count Daron Kale, myriad mellifluous monikers Aronde. No need to introduce yourself. I find remembering insignificant details, such as the name of passing acquaintances, such a bore.
Okay, let's go to runs with Landwrath.
Wow. Bonafide blue bloods and unparalleled aristocracy. All this makes me itch to do something really crass. Ooh, like blow my nose on the curtains.
What are you waiting for, my squamous squire? The curtains in this room are velvet, but we have some excellent silk ones with gold thread elsewhere in the house. Take your pick. My soft furnishings are yours to do with as you wish. I'm quite sick of the place, truly. I shall either sell it or burn it to the ground and build a new mansion in its place. Now that we've finished with the niceties, tell me this. How did all those thrice-damned demons end up at my soiree?
Canobris lies in ruin. Dascari killed Terendelev. The warson has been captured, and you're asking me why demons gatecrashed your party?
Canobris in ruins. Dascari. Well, well, well. And I was already lamenting the lack of excitement at my little banquet. Although it must have been tolerable enough if we didn't get notice of a great hulking demon attacking a dragon just outside the window. It seems as though Dascari's occasion was altogether more of a crush than mine, if you will pardon the pun.
What should I know about you, Count, apart from the fact that you're highborn and very rich?
As a child, I had my very own pony, but I always dreamed of having a lamb. I was never allowed one. Sheep were seen as peasant animals, utterly unsuitable for the scion of a noble line. The trauma haunts me to this day. I think of it every time I have roast lamb for dinner.
Is this guy a companion then?
I'm sorry that happened to you. Such a sad story.
Oh.
I had not even the slightest intention of upsetting such a lovely child.
I can't tell. What is this guy an Aasimar? Is it an elf or
I'm not lovely.
a high elf?
Some people have even called me a scarecrow before.
That's patently absurd. Why, you can't possibly be a scarecrow with a crow following you around.
Taste.
I'm sorry if I failed to sate your curiosity. I loathe talking about myself to people I don't know, even more to those I do know. The only thing worth knowing, aside from the fact that I am highborn and filthy rich, is that I dislike Puritans and demons in equal measure. Well, perhaps demons a tad more.
You don't seem very concerned about the city's fate.
I have no friends here whose untimely demise I would care to mourn. The only alarming thing is how easily all this happened. I don't care for the thought that demons could come calling at my door at any moment. And just think, everyone had so much faith in the wardstones gifted by Iomede's herald, and in the might of our tamed dragon. As if there had been no Dresden or a dozen other routes where the demons overcame every defense.
Gratitude for saving you. You can go to the Fenris Art. It's under protection of Irabet Tirabade and the Eagle Watch. I don't like you, die.
I thank you for the invitation, but I am not quite as desperate as I may seem. At times, it is better to be surrounded by the repugnant mugs of demons than the sour and dour physiognomies of Iomede's righteous paladins. Either way, my mansion is now safe. I have a pair of half-decent guards. I just need to drag them out of the storeroom and bring them to their senses. I ordered them to drink a love potion, you see? For reasons which seemed extremely witty at the time and in the state of inebriation I then found myself in. They can guard the house while the valorous paladins beat back the demon assault. They will beat them back, yes?
I feel like chaotic neutral has to be this kind of alignment, right?
As regards myself, I feel like stretching my legs. I know rudimentary divine spells, I am no friend to demons, and I elevate any society that I deign to grace with my presence. I shall accompany you, only for a short time, of course. I have no desire to remain at the vanguard for a protracted period. What say you, my ephemeral but highly diverting acquaintance? After all, Lord Dascari spoiled my party. I now burn with the desire to spoil his.
Odds.
I guess thumping him one next time he comes out with more aristocratic witterings is not allowed? All the more reason to take him with us. If we don't kill him, the demons surely will.
He has all these friends at his party, and he still looks so lonely. We can take him with us. Maybe it will make him feel better?
Don't ask me. Having him tag along would be like going for a nighttime stroll through the back alleys with a diamond tiara on your head. Even I don't like that kind of attention.
What? You're asking about whether to take this boy with you? The question lies outside the bounds of my interest. By the way, did you know that the young scions of noble families often sponsor the research of young scientists? What laudable passion for knowledge. True, the size of their donations bears a direct correlation to the hazardousness of the experiment being conducted.
A silk shirt full of hot air. Even in times of peace, I wouldn't turn my back on the likes of him. And as for wartime, no. We don't need his kind in our party.
He doesn't look like a whiner, and he can hold his own, so he won't be dead weight.
Deal.
Capital. Good acquaintances that begin and end at just the right moment often leave the most pleasant memories. Wouldn't you say?
Is neutral evil? I was gonna say neutral evil, but it just felt like what I was saying felt a bit more chaotic than evil. Well, I don't have room for this guy right now, and I don't think we're gonna send him back to the place, right? Yeah, just as bird. I don't know, I think my taste in shows is pretty skewed. I don't really get into shows that people really love, so I wouldn't put much stock in my experience with the Peacemaker so far. There was a trailer season 2 and it felt like spoiling the entire season for me though, showed me way too much. Well, I mean, that's why I don't watch trailer. He's a healer, okay, that's interesting. I guess having a healer would be nice. I don't know who I would replace though for a healer in here. If he's a healer that can also do trickery, then I could replace Woolgif. Great buffer.
It went splendidly.
What am I supposed to say? God, is it Desma?
I do what I must.
Well, his starting build is healer is healer. There is obviously you can pivot away. Queen Galfrey.
A success worthy of praise.
Ruler of the Kingdom and founder of Focus. I mean, I specifically don't watch trailers because they all reveal way too much. I just don't risk it anymore. I think I missed NPC. Wait, really? Musician? Oh, our Aranka. Thank you, stranger. The young woman does not look the least bit scared. Her cheeks are flushed and her blue eyes glittering. For saving us from the demons and for your timely entrance. I swear I don't know who has enraged me more today, the demons or the oh so affable master of this house. I'm a friend of Filky's. He's asked me to find you and protect you. The young woman clasps her hands together. Ilkis is alive and he's made a brilliant new friend. It's a shame it had to happen now, when the city is under siege by demons, and those pighead inquisitors are pursuing us instead of doing something useful. How'd you end up here? Elrond's hounds found me and Wallflower, and they tried to capture us. I distracted them, then I lost them in the street before charming my way into this party. Even if the Inquisitors saw where I went, they wouldn't be allowed past the door. Elrond holds no sway among certain members of the aristocracy, so I picked a good place to lay low. That is, until the demon showed up. You know where the third of your group is? Wallflower? No idea. If he knows about the demon attack, he won't just hide away. He'll go out and try to help people. If he doesn't know, well, you have no chance of finding him. Pretty skilled mage, but I doubt he'll risk using magic. He'll probably do something the Inquisitors won't expect. Also someone disguising himself? With a great selection of masquerade costumes in the temple, he becomes lost in thought for a moment. I know! I'll tie my shawl around your arm. Wallflower gave it to me. He'll spot it right away and know you're a friend. If I were you, I'd look for him in Calabri's Market Square, okay? Tell me about yourself. I'm Aranka, traveling bard and follower of Desna. Many of the fellow bards are ruthless misfits who wander the world, unwilling to or unable to live a normal life. For me, that's only partly true. I have a wonderful family, my mother, father, grandmother, and brother. Right now, they're far away, and I'm sure they'll miss me, but they have always supported me in my vocation. They let me be free to roam, because they knew that I couldn't be happy while there was so much out of the world I hadn't explored, and so many places where people might need my help. A bard of Mother Moon? What a fortunate meeting. I did not think this town would have someone that could. Ulbrich stumbles, looking for Edward. I met plenty of brave, worthy, and courageous people, but none that could speak the same language as me. A bard? That's great. I love singing. Will you sing me a song? Argan smiles. Sorry, I don't think this is a good time to sing a song, a long, sweeping epic, but I will gladly sing for you some other time. What can you tell me about the master of the house? About the count? Her voice drops a whisper. I wanted to smash a jug over his head about 5 times today already. He just brings the feeling out in people. It's one of his many talents. Other than that, well, you probably already heard about the Arande family, and all I can say is that the Count's servants flee this place like rats from a sinking ship. No one ever stays here long, even though he pays them extravagantly. I even heard one servant complain that he always feels uneasy in the Count's home, like someone is watching him, unseen eyes staring at the back of his head, even if his back is to the wall, even if he turns around. I don't know if I believe all the tales, but I'm just telling you what I've heard. Yeah, that's word on the street too, the tiefling hunched his shoulders. This mansion, it's the tastiest morsel in the whole city, but all the thieves are afraid to even set foot in the street. But you decide to break into the ward stone and cast magic on it, you put your lives at risk. Your information could have been a trap set by the demons. But it wasn't a demon trap, Aranka says forcefully. Then her voice softens and her expression turns past pensive. You know, living next to World Wound and seeing powerlessness of the Crusaders, it's very hard. We've been trying to defeat the demons for 100 years now, but we've nothing to show for it. I think that Queen Gwalfrey and the other leaders think that we can defeat evil if we line up our soldiers in perfect columns and send them marching off with a sterling battle cry. We've seen a few more soldiers, a little more discipline, but we've been marching for hundreds of years, and it's always one step forward, 2 steps back. And while the soldiers are marching, people like Holrun are seizing power behind their backs. His fanaticism and cruelty were forged in the same furnace as the Crusaders' righteousness. We'll never defeat the demons if we keep trying to march down the same path. We need to change tacks, to change our principles, trust our hearts and our friends, and not moldering doctrines. We need to listen to any entity that is willing to help us. My friends and I listened and we trusted and we tried to change something. At least we tried, even though it didn't work out. Great idea, marching in straight lines won't work, so let's go attack the demon in a merry band of hoppers and dreamers, braving with enthusiasm and doing just whatever we feel like. When the demons see us coming, they'll die of hysterics and our victory will be complete. Can you get somewhere safe on your own? It looks like the Inquisitors aren't busting down the doors yet and they're not hiding under a bed, so I think I'm safe for now. I'll be fine on my own. I'll go to our temple, so Ilki, its Inquisitor, must have searched there by now. They won't go back a second time.
We do it my way.
Season 2 episode is rated 8.2 out of 10 on IMDb. Oh yeah. I don't think IMDb ratings mean not much,
good,
so.
aren't I?
Some of the worst Game of Thrones episodes have the best ratings on IMDb.
This is my kind of work.
I like Peacemaker, so I think I'll probably like it. When the magic starts. We got into Game of Thrones. I mean, you didn't miss much. It was a bunch of a ton of wasted time, where with the promise of a satisfying conclusion, and then there was no conclusion basically. Oh, Camellia. God damn it. Do I go and... Because I can't switch companions now, right? I have to go all the way back for that. Maybe I go down here to these places, then go back up again. Grab Camellia, go back down. Don't have time for that probably, I assume. I think going back up for her right now will take a lot of time. Maybe less time though. Actually, let's just go up and grab her, I guess. We'll press Wolja for a little bit. When the magic starts. Oh, this guy's an oracle. That's what what I was thinking when I was looking at him. Falling victim to a deadly demonic plot would be enough to give anyone a grim outlook on life and on the looming threat from the abyss, but the young Count Darren is a contrary soul. He sees the world as a grand playground and seems to turn a blind eye to the self-sacrifice of the Crusaders and the horrors of the wars. Feast and frivolity, banquets and banter, Darren lives like the world is ending, and it very well might be. Light Halo. Wait, they picked armor proficiency as feats for this guy? Ugh. Oh no, did he just get those? Oh, okay. So that means they can choose who gets targeted, right? Azada? Another atheist? Oh, that's nice. I'm somewhat of an atheist myself. I guess I'm shoving this into charisma. He has no ability to learn trickery, so he's useless to me. Persuasion is like, that does nothing. I'll do it anyways. Oh, when the magic starts. When I wanna meet you. Well, if this was healer, do I just grab I can't even. Oh, wait, this is thumbs down though. Why does it not want cure moderate wounds? I'll get them free. Ah, okay. Oh, this sounds cool. Damn, this sounds really good. I think I'm just gonna grab this Blessing of Courage and Life. Does Swift actually just heal? Lasts for a while too? I'm just saying, like, what, like, that seems like a spell specific to Oracle, I guess? There's no one else here can cast it, so... I guess one thing is, like once I get Fair Ward and stuff, it's probably gonna be useless, but whatever. If you know who's who in the city, maybe you can tell me something about Count Arende. I'll tell you, why not? Everyone knows the story, you see, but you could say that I'm the one who found it in a way. The Arendes are a very wealthy and ancient line, and they hail from the outlying areas of Canabras. That's where the Arende family seat is, along with their ancestral lands. In the past, if Mendev was ever feuding with Sarkoris, or some clan from there was causing trouble, the Count and Countess Arende were the ones who would defend the border with their soldiers. Their main residence was called Heaven's Edge. It still stands to this day, north of here, on the road towards Dresden. But no one lives there now. Around 10 or so years ago, there was a grand celebration held at the estate. The mother and the guardian of the current count invited the great and the good to celebrate his birthday. The entire Arende clan were there, as well as many other nobles, and then, without warning, the demons struck. Clearly, they couldn't have ignored such a perfect opportunity to cut down so many of Mendev's greatest dynasties in one fell swoop. There was even a chance that the queen herself would make an appearance, for she was related to the count as well. Well, when no news came up from the estate, a troop of inquisitors was sent to investigate. They forced open the gates and discovered a manor full of corpses. They all perished. The servants, the guards, the guests, including some of the Emir's chosen clerics and paladins. The demons had unleashed a magic of plague, terrifying and strange, the likes of which hadn't been seen before, or since. And among all this was young Darren Arende, the only survivor. The Count had a talent for divine magic since his youth, healing magic in particular, and that must be why he didn't die along with the rest. He couldn't explain how he survived the disease. I saw him that day when he brought him into the city. pale and barely conscious of its surroundings. That's the story. Since then, Heaven's Edge has stood abandoned, sealed off to the outside world. People are still afraid to go near the place. You tell me to shirt you found on Camellia and see what it does to race. Okay. Well, I'm bringing her with me, so.
Follow if you dare.
Is there any character here that can do that I can learn to do trickery on? That isn't Camellia or Woljif? How can I see if something is like a class skill for them? I probably can't do that here, huh? Those good out of those. Ugh. I think this guy would be fun to have in the party too. But I don't have room.
I'm off.
Well, I spend the next 30 minutes speaking to him at least. Where's he at? Oh, there it is. The Defender's Heart is a splendid choice for the Crusade's outpost. The very sight of these walls brings back fond memories of drinks and revels. The drinks were really good, by the way. Because they're doing little most of the time can be rough early game. I guess, but I don't think they're doing little though. They ask you a few personal questions. You can try. I've heard stories about the tragedy that befell your family. I hope you don't feel obliged to offer me your insincere condolences on this unfortunate occasion. My whole family, my entire noble line, they all died. And demons are to blame. It's not like I actually loved any of my relatives except for my mother, but what's gone is gone. The family crypts are full of corpses, all covered in dust and the shadows of the past. And also, I'm not really struggling too much right now, right? Oh, but I don't have 3 casters, so that's what you're saying. You're saying if I put Darren into the party, then I might struggle, is what you meant. What do you cherish most in life? There are far too many things that I cherish to fit them all into a single conversation, believe it or not. But I might be one of... That's what you meant. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I thought you meant that, like, the 3 ranged people now would make the game difficult, but obviously I'm doing fine, so... But I might be one of the most life-loving people you've ever known. Darren smiles, his eyes are gleaming with something different from his usual impudence and irony. There's a dreamy air about him all of a sudden. I rarely meet anyone who embraces the joys of living as enthusiastically as myself. There are so many exciting and beautiful things in the world. It should be illegal to waste your time on anything you do not enjoy, and I am not afraid to repeat that to anyone's face. Should it be Descari and his demon herd, or Iomade, the Lightbringer herself? Line is in range, she's mellow, but yeah. What do you hate the most? The feeling of helplessness, the lack of control of my life. Darren replies without thinking, then he adds with obvious sarcasm. And onion rings, of course. I'd murdered the person who came up with those abominations. Bonk moment. You don't seem especially keen on helping people, but your knowledge of healing is truly impressive. What prompted you to your interest in that? If you really want to try out everything life has to offer you, also have to understand how to deal with the consequences. And I'm not talking about a simple hangover, mind you. Do you have any good stories about your past exploits? I've got plenty, but I have to warn you that even the most outrageous debauchery sounds far less thrilling when you're not the one doing the debauching. Still, since you ask, I suppose the worst mess I've ever got myself into when I staged my own kidnapping. I was in correspondence with one of the Riverland nobles, the young Lord Lebeda, and he told me about his days as a hostage to a group of bandits. This made me wonder what it would be like, and I thought it might be fun to set up a little experiment. I engineered my own kidnapping by a certain gang through a chain of intermediaries and hired actors. Those fellows took the job very seriously. They caught me by surprise, killed my two bodyguards, and even tied me up. Of course, the whole thing seemed preposterous now, but it seemed like an ingenious idea at the time. The employers had told the kidnappers that they were to keep